We have come so far, and the people of Alabama have spoken.
Tuesday, Doug Jones became the first Democrat to represent Alabama in the Senate in 25 years. It was an upset of serious proportions and a surprise. Alabama is a deep red state, and Democrats usually just hope to not be too embarrassed in the state. But the exit polls from election night paint a pretty clear picture of what happened. First, in a state that is extremely racially polarized, black voters came out in droves for Doug Jones.
Exit polls show almost 30% of the electorate was African American. That's a lot higher than a lot of people expected. Going into the election, the Jones folks were saying if they could get to a quarter of the electorate as African American.
And of that 30%, 96% of black voters went for Jones. Those numbers are close to how black Alabamians came out to vote for the first black president. Going into the election, there was a lot of concern that black voters were not excited for Jones and would just stay home. That clearly wasn't the case. And going into Election Day, $11 million was spent by Dem to get that black vote. Jones also brought out big guns like Senator Cory Booker from New Jersey, with President Obama recording a robocall for him. And then there was a huge write-in campaign. 1.7% of the electorate wrote in someone's name who wasn't on the ballot. And with the race this close, that's huge. And experts are saying the majority, if not all of them, are Republicans.
If all of them voted for Roy Moore, it would have been 50.1 to 49.9. If those folks would have voted Republican in those kinds of numbers, we would have seen essentially a tie.
And you can't forget the sexual assault and molestation allegations that plagued Republican Roy Moore heading into Tuesday. 52% of voters said they believed those allegations, and 89% of those voters voted for Jones.
It's really difficult to overcome when more than half of the electorate, despite the fact they may align with you more politically, thinks there's something really, really undesirable in your past.